We must all contribute our quota in one way or the other. Bakers are not left out in this mission, as creativity in the baking industry is gradually becoming a goldmine that can be employed to grow the economy of our nation. This is Baker's World on NTA. It's a program that updates you on trending cake recipes, sugar craft designs, events in the baking industry. I am Funke Oyeyele. Thanks for watching. This episode of Baker's World is specially packaged to share with you the height of innovation and creativity displayed in a cake exhibition some time ago in Abuja. Baker's World crew was there to capture some interesting highlights of the event. Please relax and enjoy it. Globally, cake making as well as sugar craft has taken a new dimension. Nigerian bakers are not left behind in this trend of creativity.
When you compare what we have presented, I've had the privilege since I've joined to attend the international conventions in US. So, and when I look at what they are presenting and what we are presenting, I think we can compete favorably.
Magnificent. I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially for young people, to learn arts and crafts of baking and also to demonstrate their ability in craftsmanship. Well, the first impression I had actually is the fact that we complain about employment in Nigeria. We worry about government providing employment, but this tells you that there is no need for us to wait for government. People here are providing employment for young people. They are providing employment for themselves and generating income and also being able to feed their family. I think it's wonderful to develop the industry and make sure that the industry grows beyond what it is right at the moment.
In an attempt to sustain this development, creative bakers in Nigeria organize a yearly event known as Big Day of Sharing. The well-planned and organized occasion features cake tutorial classes, cake exhibition, live competition, business networking, and mentoring by seasoned facilitators and sales of baking tools by major vendors. This year's International Cake Exploration Society, FCT chapter, Big Day of Sharing tagged Sugar Craft, Building a Great Nation, took place in Abuja. The colorful event was well attended by cake makers from different locations in the FCT and beyond. You may ask, what is really the Big Day of Sharing?
It's a group of sugar artists, okay, promoting the acts of sugar, and like our motto says, icing caring, everyone sharing. It's actually a place of building one another in the craft and then helping one, encouraging the upcoming ones to move the business.
Usually we have our days of sharings, our meetings bi-monthly, but this one comes once in a year. This particular one, we have team dates, sugar craft, building a great nation. Yes, we want to tell the world that we can actually build our great nation, Nigeria, through sugar craft. Now I give you an example. Now we bake, we buy a lot of products, and that's pumping money into the society. You know, our work has a lot of tentacles.
This will impact a lot of people because in our profession, you find that the way you do a certain technique, you might find a better technique. Like there was a class I sat in, I knew what they were going to do, but the technique that was applied this time was a very simple one. So I was able to pick at least one thing from that particular class. And for those upcoming bakers, it is a way of encouraging them. It is a way for them to see that there is a whole lot in the sugar craft world.
The unveiling of the cake marked the opening ceremony of the event. This massive, mind-blowing showstopper of a cake, created by a group of bakers, depicting how different sectors of the economy can function in synergy with one another to facilitate smooth journey of Nigeria to greatness.
This is actually the cake of the show for the ICE's Big Day of Sharing, and the theme is building a nation through sugar. So we decided to think about the things that can actually build a nation, and we know that some major things are important, like education. That's the education, that's the school, and those are the children going to school. And without education, we are actually nowhere in the nation. And also we have very good road, that's infrastructure. We have other things we could display for infrastructure, but we know that in Nigeria, our nation, we have very good roads. Then also the health sector is very important, because the truth is a healthy nation is a safe nation. Okay, so our health department, that's the hospital, and you can see our wonderful sugar ambulance. You could see the electricity. We're trying to portray electricity. We have good street lights. So that's how we came up, that's how we portrayed the electricity. Also, we have an industry, and the industry we are trying to project out to the public is our baking industry. And honestly, I don't think a nation can actually survive without the baking industry. Yes, because the baking industry is, we actually give the world reasons to celebrate. We give you reasons, you know, we make the celebration more very interesting and all. So without a cake, you can't have, you're just having a meeting. Okay, so that's why we have the kitchen there. The ham is lifting up the coat, is lifting, it's just like saying the tribes in the country lifting up, you know, the coat of arms, trying to say in unity we stand. So that's why we have the ham and lifting all the coat of arms there. A farm hidden somewhere there, but it's portraying the agriculture. And you know, agriculture is like the wealth of a nation.
The IC's FCT liaison officer, Mrs. Feyikemi Arola Shafel, led the guests on a tour around the array of masterpieces displayed.
As a nation, we need to trust God to take us further. This is great. We wish Baba was here to see what's happening here. Great creativity here. This one is by Party Cloth. And here we also have a lovely piece here. This is for children celebrating. Of course, the children, they are the future of the nation, so we need to celebrate them. So that's what is being depicted here. Lovely piece. We are building our nation, you know. You can't even build a nation where there is no law. Do I have a witness? So this cake is actually depicting love and celebration. Well done, Stitch and Base. Building our nation through tourism. I guess this is the Yankari Games Reserve. Nigeria is blessed. We are so blessed. And this is from Comfort World. Wow. Agriculture and our cultural heritage is being depicted here. Great work by Comfort World and Cake.
Some cake makers step up their creative capabilities by attending cake shows and trainings that keep them abreast of latest sugar craft designs and cake recipes across the globe.
Everybody knows right now in Nigeria we want to eat fluffy cakes, rich cakes, something that you've eaten sometime when you travel. So we're bringing it back home. So I was able to give a class on it, and it's been an amazing experience because I enjoyed the class, the students enjoyed the class. It will help their business take it to another level. If you're a customer and you eat something you've had outside in the country, definitely you'll go back to that baker. So it's all about sharing. ICE is all about sharing, so that's what we came here to do today.
At the Big Day of Sharing, some seasoned facilitators expose the participant to some latest cake recipes and sugar craft designs. Mojisola Saliu Aino, a facilitator from Lagos, took a demonstration class where she taught interested bakers how to create a trending sugar basket. This facilitator explicitly explained how to use some freestanding sugar to get a beautiful dome-shaped basket with a natural wood effect.
This is the basket, and this basket can actually serve so many purposes. You know, most of the time when they ask us for engagement cake and they say they want a fruit basket, sometimes they may want a flower basket. In fact, the first one we did had flowers in them, and then sometimes it could be fruits. It depends on what you want to do, and it can be bigger than this. So you have your cake covered. So the first thing you're going to start with is you're going to measure. You have to first of all get the height of your cake. Now this cake is exactly 5.5 inches high. I do freehand, but for a guide, for you to get a guide, just get your round cutter and then cut through. Now remember that when you are cutting, measure your paper. You start with your paper, measure your paper first and get that particular height you are looking for. 5.5. You've gotten your 5.5 and then you can mark it. So we've cut through. So with your round cutter, you just get something like this. This is what we want to do. You have to trace it out on a paper first. You trim it out, cut out the pattern. What we are doing now is that we are forming a template. Get the card, place it on your card, trace it out again and cut it out. And then I'll cut the pastelage ahead of time and it is dry. It cannot break. Nothing can happen to it. It's meant to be completely round, but because I wanted it to have that basket shape, so I'm not giving it a sharp edge down here. I just cut a little from the down so that this will be able to sit down and give us that basket effect. Your messy paste, CMC, fondant and water to stick, or use your royal ice. I use royal ice in here, but you have to be as careful as possible so that it's not messy and all of that. And then you pull it through. All this pastilla, they dried in a few hours. So you can see the bottom that I slashed is sitting. If it were sharp, it won't sit. This one's best is that to make it even easier for you to begin to place your rope round it one by one. It's going to enhance the beautiful effect of cake design. For example, by the time you get a job for a traditional wedding cake or a traditional wedding itself, you can decide to do a fruit basket. So it's not the conventional fruit basket we are all used to. This time around is a more beautiful, natural effect, real looking, lifelike, real looking basket. In fact, some of you are asking me, are they going to cut this cake? It's been so natural. I said, they're going to cut it. So that's actually, we're trying to be trendy, putting all our art into place and then giving the money's worth back to our customers.
Another demonstration class was handled by Feikemi Arola Shafe. She exposed the class to achieving a crinkle effect on fondant icing.
If you don't ensure that it's not stuck, by the time by the time you roll, you won't be able to eat it, and you just store that you just store a foolish man's labor. That will not be your portion. So I'm going to start like midway. And then, oh my God. It's like this surface is going to be small for us, but we'll manage it. You see? I told you. really pamper this. For those of you who have your lovers, you know what to do. Just the way you design you want to place on it is up to you. You could do a description. You could have your topper with description on it. You could have your flowers.
Hands-on Yummy Desserts class was taken by Chioma Mbama. She revealed some amazing dessert recipes that cake makers can use to retain their clients. She dwelt more on white velvet cake with a unique whipped cream decoration.
If you want to do ganache, you can do 400 grams of chocolate. Then the whipping cream, liquid whipping cream now, you're not using powder.
Some participants actually followed her practical steps to decorate their cakes. The joy at their success knew no bound as they celebrated with the facilitator. Creative cake makers displayed colorful and innovative works that portrayed diverse sectors of the economy, such as power, agriculture, education, culture and tourism, entertainment, and lots more. Mind-blowing displays.
With our beautiful buildings around us is part of what developed a country. So I decided to make it as a government house where we have our Baba coming out and heading us that is behind us in this country, and that's why the work is going on. We have all the states represented here in a beautiful flag nurturing the states to be the great Nigeria that we aspire it to be. To build a great nation, beautifying the country with flower is part of the plan. If you go to Lagos State, you see how they beautify the whole street and everywhere. Even a lot of space in Abuja too, where we beautify the country with flowers. Yeah, flowers and nature is part of what brings the beauty of the nation.
I have the dog, all in sugar. I have a farmland. I have a farmland of corn. Even the earth on which all the crops are planted are all made of edible sugar. Then I have a poultry battery cage for chicken pen with layers and some broilers, all made of sugar, even the eggs and everything. So it's a theme of sugar craft, building a great nation.
I am trying to showcase the basic education in this country, the primary school, the secondary school. Once you give these children this right to be educated, I am telling you, it will take away so many touts in the streets, and so many people will concentrate because they will not know the danger, of going into some crimes. Because once you impart in them, I am telling you honestly speaking, that so many touts will be out of our streets.
This is a transformer cake. Our power needs air. We need to revive it. If they can fix power, a lot of things will take in place. If you can see, I wrote Power Nigeria to Greatness.
This is a sugar work. It's actually a basket of fruits, or food per se. I sat and I thought of what can I just put up together in sugar works to interpret that particular thing. And I thought of diversification. We have lots of cash crops that can go into the international market. That was why I know we have lots, but I can't start bringing everything here. So I just picked some few. And as you can see, I labeled it. We have oil palm, we have ginger, we have sugar cane, we have yam, we have maize, cashew, our cocoa, kola nuts, groundnuts, beans, which is also cowpeas, of good things that we can grow and take it to the international and even grow our economy.
What we had in mind by doing this cake is culture, Nigeria culture. So we try to pick some aspects of the culture. We have the fruits, we have our beads, coral beads, we have cowries, we have the leopard skin, which is African culture. We have the bamboo sticks, and we have kola nuts. There is no meeting without kola nuts in the Nigeria culture. And we have agbalumo, and we also have a plate of different fruits. We have pear, garden eggs in the plates. So it's very rich. And it's also designed, it's calabash design. And we have coconuts and the hops.
The light is also to show that if it is meant now for a wedding cake, that is, there is light, there is brightness in where they are going, So this also shows that even in this nation, despite all the challenges we have in this nation, ahead of us there is brightness, there is light. And that is why we have that light. And the flowers are all sugar, they are all edible, they are just like sweet that you can just break and eat.
The event was also an opportunity for some secondary school students on excursion to experience the culinary arts. They went around the cake gallery.
Bakers are like a big part of the world. They create a lot of beautiful things using sugar crafts. My mom is a baker, so I've seen all the wonderful works they do, and I want to be a baker in future.
Everything is actually very colorful. If you want to be a cake maker or a baker in future, and you're seeing things like this, you know that, when I grow up and I start making my own things, it can be advertised here,
Seeing different cakes and designs, and there are lots of concepts here I've never seen before. Yes.
The big day of sharing ended with a Sugar Craft Life Challenge competition, where 4 groups of cake makers worked hard to craft their ideas to life within a limited time frame. A group emerged winner after the competition.
Abuja Federal Capital Territory 2019 International Cake Exploration Society Life Challenge Competition. CJ!
Victory is sure sweet.
It's an educational cake, at the same time carrying colors, carrying what children can go along with. So we are trying to preach out education and at the same time align with them on what they love to do most. They love to play. They love to play with colors. So we decide to showcase that in sugar.
The 2019 IC's Big Day of Sharing was so insightful, colorful, and exciting that participants can hardly forget it in a hurry.
Because you can see like the cake displays, you see the array of talents, the different designs, different things you will not even imagine to come through Sugar Craft. You now see other people's creations. It gives you ideas. Okay, next time I want to do a cake, I can put in this, I can bring in this, I can bring in that. So it's usually very, 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 very informative, very educative, and very inspiring.
I learned a lot. There were things that ordinarily, if I didn't come, I thought I could do them. But when I came for the classes, there were other easier ways that I found that I could do, and then faster ways. And I bonded with people, I shared ideas, and then learned a lot, and also connected with people who were higher than me.
That was quite colorful, isn't it? Well, it's apparent from what you've seen that Nigerian bakers are actually playing their roles in nation building. That's all we have for you today on Baker's World. You can follow us on all our social media platforms for your feedbacks, likes, and comment through our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. It's Baker's World on NTA. Till we come your way next week with a more exciting episode, I am Funke Oyeyele. Thank you for watching.
Imagine a station where you access information. Think of a station that creates awareness for national development. Imagine a station that prepares you for a bright and greater future. A station for all ages. Documentaries, classroom and television, events coverage, children's programs and variety shows. Always stay tuned to NTA Knowledge on the StarTimes platform, channel 359. For partnership, sponsorship and advert placements, contact us on NTA Knowledge. NTA Knowledge, learning to broaden horizon.
Yes. Oh. Now my dirty they smell like this. Now to throw away am quick. This kind smell fit make man sick. That woman throw away dirty for ground. Me sef go do the same this time around.
Hold up. See, to do this kind badness by the book, you make sure say person no dey look. And then you drop am nicely, bros. Nothing will happen. Trust me.